Greetings everyone, Lisa here. If you go to sleep at night and you feel like you've done something, more than likely you have. We consider that you work for the army of the Lord or you're working for the bad guys. Either way, I'm speaking to you. These theorems are based on Dolores Cannon's work, reading my Bible, and my own personal experiences. Now, I had a very interesting dream time experience last night myself, which I am going to share. However, I have a bunch of messages from Spirit. We're going to talk a little bit about that HAARP stuff. I just saw something today that Spirit brought to my attention. The light's coming in my windows. And they wanted me to show this to you. They've explained Spirit. When I say they, I mean spirits have explained some things to me. Now, I make my own cards, right? I call them, my spirits have called them the Boom Boom deck, right? So I make my own cards. So these plastic containers purchased at Walmart for $4.96. They have lids, and they got the little handles that clip onto the lid. But I think, this should really only cost us $1.50 maybe. It's fucking plastic, people. But here's where the money comes in that you're paying for, and I hope I could show this adequately. So the light was coming in, and here's a label, right? The label's sticking out, and I see the label, but I see with the sunlight on the back of the label, oh my gosh, would you look at that? Now look at that, people. Look at what I'm fucking showing you. Doesn't that look like a chip that you would use in your debit card? On the back side, the sticky side. Now, this thing is very well thought out. It's metallic. It's metallic. And we were just talking about HAARP shit. This is from Walmart. It says Walmart, made in China, right? Made in China. And on the back sticky side, there's this highly intense electronic device. Okay? So, my message to you from Spirit is, take these fucking labels off your shit. This is HAARP shit. This is HAARP shit. And they can mind control you through these. Can't even tear the motherfucker. You can't tear this motherfucker. Okay? I'm going to make sure this gets out of my house today. But I want you to be aware. So, $4.56. I'm sorry, somebody in Congress needs to say, why do we need this shit on labels? Won't even tear. Let's see. It's even difficult for my knife to cut. There's where the cost is in this metallic on this label. And don't tell me this is just to tell you you bought it. This is a plastic container. My spirits team says that's HAARP shit. Just so you know, you bring this stuff into your house all the time. Make sure you take off the labels, people. That's not message number one. Message number two is to my acronym friends out there. I was contacted by a woman who claimed to work for the Navy. She said she was a genealogist in the Navy, and there's a project called Bring Them Home. And I guess one of my uncles, whose last name happened to be Moffat, and she knew my relationship, and she told me, and this was before Christmas time, asked me if I'd do the swab test because the genetic genealogy goes through from the women. And we talked about some of the last names of my relatives. And I've never gotten that swab kit. Okay, she claimed she was for the Navy from up in Chicago. Maybe Sergeant Michael of the Silver Shoes knows her, and that I was supposed to receive a swab kit to do DNA to prove that John Moffat was my uncle, and he was going to be brought home and given a proper burial. I've never received that swab kit, so my mail is still being fucked with. Can we please see to this that it ends, and also to that fucking criminal Martin Brusque, who is from North Africa, who wants me deported. I have an Uncle Moffat who died in World War II in a submarine. How dare you claim that I'm not a fucking American citizen? Now, this guy dressed up last night in what he considered was American Indian garb. Now, they've stolen my blood, him and the lady I call Sapphire Hangington, in the book I'm going to write. And they found out I have Sioux Indian blood in me. Now, I don't know if any of this is true or if it's coincidental. And then I have damage done to the front of my hair. Spirit tells me they decided since I was American Indian, they could scalp me. And somebody, I'm told, paid my ex-husband, my second ex, a pretty hefty price to keep that scalped hair of mine, which is offensive to me. This guy last night put on some kind of fur hat, and then he had feathers around it. And he was doing as if some American Indian magic on me. For what reason, I don't know. But it was very disturbing, okay? I called out, and then I woke up, went to the bathroom, blah, 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 I told Victor about the dream, and then, this is the heinous part of it. He dressed up his penis in the same sort of vibe and painted a one-eye symbol on his private part, and then did, in my third eye dream state, the penis with the headdress on, which is just vile, okay? My spirits are on it. So I called out to 5D, the American Indian tribe, please, I don't know what this magic means. I don't do magic. If I'm a shamanistic type of entity, it's all organic, and God does it. I don't go out there dressed up in any, here's my take on that. First of all, I always thought I was Italian American, had no idea, how DNA and blood and all that, but we're all more than what we seem. Do the math, people. After the flood, do the fucking math. We're all related. I would never, in my right mind, and as an artist, I've always been drawn to American Indian stuff, the Hopis and their symbolism, but as an artist, I would never pretend to be an American Indian because I respect their culture. And unless I see the blood, and I was looking forward to that DNA test because I was going to ask, can I have the results? I want to see if I truly am Sioux. So I'm disappointed I never got that mail. Just know, in acronyms, I'm being suppressed. No matter where I go to work, somebody comes behind me and says that I'm some form of criminal, and then I get pushed out of my jobs. I'm not going to really look for another job till I know this fucking bullshit is squared up and we're done. I mean, what's the point? They do, what are the rituals they do? Humiliation rituals, rejection rituals, the rituals to make you feel down and depressed. Now, people, if you suffer with that, you know in your heart, I'm not a depressed person. I get up every day, I put my makeup on, and I do stuff. You know, where's this depression coming from? A lot of times it's coming from people who are just wishing you harm. That's sad, but it's real, okay? And that's why I'm talking to you about it. So I called out to the American Indians to help me with this Cretan. I don't mean to be offensive, but he's from North Africa. He's very white. He's Olmec in the face. If you look at his structure, he's very Olmec. And I'm going to call him, he's a white fucking monkey, okay? And he doesn't get it yet. Sad thing to have to say. But the cards backed me up on that this morning. I'm going to show you a boom boom message. I got more than two of them. But this tribe, and when I say tribe, I don't mean Indians. Tribe of energy vampires. They're going to be put out with the trash. They're going to have extreme sorrow and remorse for listening to that guy that they call the moon. He's Gemini. He's trouble. And he is a water sign. He's not allowed to touch my sacral parts. And he uses energy weapons to do it. And he did it again this morning. Now, it doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you are around, Ocean is on this shit, and she's talking. She talks through the rain, she talks in the rivers, and she talks through the water. She even talks when you flush your toilet if you listen. She's talking to people in North Dakota. And the jinn is talking to people in North Dakota. I have a good jinn friend I met in the Missouri River down in Parkville, Missouri, and that guy floats around and tells people shit, okay? His little whirlpool is in the water. But he's an air spirit. And they were told, put them dogs under duress. Don't mess with the muse. So that's what Ocean and the jinn are talking to people in North Dakota. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, my friends who I don't even fucking know. And you're probably my fucking relationships. Thank you. Thank you for giving a shit. Now, the other message today, this court case that I talk about. Today, in court, there's going to be a tower over the lovers. This is just amazing to me. People have been keeping back a couple. If you see chaos in the world, it's because people are keeping divine relationships apart. Not just me and another person, but a lot of divine relationships. So, there's going to be a tower over the lovers because it's going to come out how much money was shared and spent to repress and hold back a specific relationship. There's an old Queen of Cups who thinks who the F she is. She has to take her teeth out at night and put them in a jar. And she wants this King of Cups more than anything else. And unfortunately for this King of Cups, he's got a family and people around him supporting these bullshit relationships for him. Okay? And these relationships, she just wants his money, she wants his youth, and she wants to be able to control him. She wants his cup. She wants to control his cup. And then moving forward, there's going to be an Ace of Swords about all this. An Ace of Swords, somebody's going to talk about all the times they played in the illusion and tried to get the Hermit to completely walk away. It's out there, people. It's out there. There's a message I write. You want me to show this? You can't stop who is watching you. And I go, ha ha ha, good luck. You can't fucking stop who's watching you. So you do stuff in the dark, you do stuff in secret. Somebody knows. And it comes out. Anyway, that's what's going on in court today. There's going to be a tower for that old Queen of Pentacles. And she won't be able to deny that she's been involved in witchcraft and warlockery to garner a young man's attention. Sad. Kind of sad. Let's see, what else do I have to tell you guys? To somebody last night, I had some interaction with somebody last night. We talked about Bucky. I haven't heard from Bucky, but the angels are going to move something forward fast. They say, ask Bucky came out about the partnership. Believe there is rainbow energy involved in this, and somebody's supposed to let the fawning begin. That sounds fun to me. And then the backside of this is self-care and enjoy a Christmas margarita. So there's that message. And then the last thing I have to share came out, and I'm just going to, I think I decided to keep these as a thing itself, and I have one more thing to share with you. They want me to go over some rocks with you guys. Sorry. I've lost weight, and some of my clothes are too big, and Colossians 3:23, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. And free fall came out. So somebody's on a free fall, so don't be afraid. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. Through rivers, they shall not overtake you. They will not flow over you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned, nor shall the flame scorch you. Isaiah 93 or 43:2. What is it? I don't have glasses. Forgive me if I said the wrong thing. And then the last thing they want me to remind, somebody out there needs to know. Lapis lazuli, Michael's stone. I use it on my third eye when I need to see into things clearly. And it gives me better vision, if you have that psychic ability. Celestite. You go up in space and we battle and you come back with bruises or in weird places and stuff. Celestite. Healing stone. Put it on the parts that hurt you. Older people, it does help with arthritis. That old Queen of Pentacles was manipulating me to have a swollen knee by using one of the voodoo dolls made by the wench in Texas, the Lisa doll, and was bashing me on the knee with that voodoo doll. And this Celestite has healed some of that injury from psychism. If you're injured through psychic attacks, Celestite will help heal the pain, okay? And for anybody who has been abducted and goes through an abducted scenario, this is apatite. Okay? I got this at the Smithsonian. Very calming, will reduce stress from that experience, okay? Or stress from any experience. If you need to calm down, carry some apatite with you. It's good to, like, you know how people do the worry thing, you know, it's a good thing to have, and you can keep it in your pocket, hold on to it. Hey man, you can even put it in your bra, whatever floats your boat. Anyway, that's all I have to say today. Very simple message. Thank you so much for being here and listening. If you did, good luck to everybody in the court case. I hope justice prevails. I would really like it if the acronyms could end this for me. And I did kind of give an ultimatum. There's more than one person out there. I hear there's like 5 names. Please, I'm ready. I'm ready for a new door to open and a new beginning. Peace out, everybody. I think you're amazing. Remember, you're fucking powerful. Don't ever think because you're not hooked up with a group of people that your voice doesn't matter. One person can make a big difference, and it could just very well be you. Remember, I think you're amazing, and I absolutely love you. Bye now.